Right. And we should be live. I hope. And we are testing. Okay, that's out for a start. Well, the cat one goes on forever. Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. Right, well, let's just play with these balls.
There's still no volume to that one.
Oh. Next one. I've got a feeling if there's no volume on that one, there's probably no volume on this one either. Unfortunately. Hello. Hello, guys. We're just trying some more things out, seeing what's working, seeing what's not working.
The chat box.
Yeah, the chat box is working.
But that's so big one. Got 4-minute cooldown.
You can try the other stuff, can't you, in the meantime?
That's a bit.
That's fine. That'll do. At least that's sort of working, ish.
That's got no sound either.
No sound, no sound. What a surprise. No sound, guys, no sound. I'm so sure that I'd sussed it this time. I was so sure I'd solved them, all them problems.
Which means the squirrels.
Yeah, it means nothing will be working. None of the sounds will be working. Back to the drawing board again. Let's disable the channel point things for now, so.
I haven't seen that so big. Oh.
That's fine. Turn the stuff off. Turned it all off. We'll try again. We'll try next time. At least the text on screen thing's working anyway. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube guys. Good morning. Most of us watching over on Twitch today. YouTube's a good call too. Thank you for watching. Toy flip from Siren's Isle needs to be done before you learn the toy itself. I learned it now, I don't see it anymore. Oh, you mean just from using some of the currency to sell them off? Yeah, I mean, I didn't learn it because I always prioritize on earning the gold first. So yeah, I mean, it was always going to be something that was short-term thing. I know some people have had some sales that been like 20k from it and stuff like that, but to make like even to make something like 20k off one of those sales is is like fantastic. It's just like a little bit of free extra gold. It will not last. That will not last. Right, hey. Wayo, I go. Everyone excited to eat loads of food and fall asleep at 3 PM in a few days, aka Christmas. I've been doing that loads recently. It's that time of year, isn't it, when you just eat too much, and then end up with a food coma, basically, and you have to just sleep it off. Yeah, too bad for me, but just giving a heads up. Yeah, I mean, it's not something I was ever going to do myself, but it was one of those little things where I thought, oh, well, I saw this, and I thought, oh, this could potentially make some people just a little bit of gold extra. Especially as the currency is so easy to come by. Hey, Jack. Happy holidays. Thank you. I hope you're having a nice one as well. It's, yeah, it's been good. But it means I won't be streaming much next week. Definitely not Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably not Thursday. But that's why I thought I'd pop on today and do a little one. And it's basically any excuse to not have to make a video and actually do some work. Just come and hang out and stream instead. Good morning, Darkmas. How is it going? I looked on my my Stream Elements leaderboard the other day. Did you know, I think you were top for most view time, if I recall. Yes. You are top on my most watch time since I got Stream Elements.
Even the wife. Oh,
Night Wolf, morning. Oh, those emotes, awesome. Where those come from? Those are your own, aren't they? Right, I'm gonna have to follow you, and I'll have to see what's going on later on. Thank you. Finally on vacation. What, you wasn't? You've watched me this much, and you wasn't on vacation already. Damn, do you still just flip at this point, or you still farm? Oh no, if you're going for the pets, you farm it. Although I imagine that market is probably oversaturated by this point. When they said the word flip, they basically just mean buying up the toys with the currency. It's not a flip as such. Don't go buying up any of these pets because try and flip them. That's not a good idea. The amount of them coming into the market is just crazy. Does someone on the YouTube side want to do me a favour and just type to me in chat for a minute? I just want to check if it pops up on my board thing. Or I can get Wi-Fi to do it on the YouTube side. Never mind, guys. I know there's probably not anybody actually watching on YouTube anyway.
Type something.
Type something. Oh, you've done it on my login, haven't you? Yeah, thank you guys, YouTube side, but I was just wanting to see if it pulled through to my overlay on Twitch, but it's not, so that's something else I need to sort as well. You know, streaming is like 10% streaming and 90% technical issues. I don't get what the problem is with the sound on the effects, though. I thought I'd sussed this. I really thought I'd got it this time.
You just have to put the audio file on differently.
Yeah. Hey, is the link there for anybody else? A lot of people were saying they weren't getting the link last time when I put it in there. I can put the link in there as well, to be honest. But a lot of people said the link was just disappearing from them, and then when I looked at it, the link was disappeared as well. You can use the... Let me see if I'll try and put the link in again this time and see if it works, but I don't... That's the thing, if I pin that...
It is there, but it's not visible.
It is there, but it's not visible.
I can click on the white bit, and it'll send me to the link.
Right, that's fine. As long as it's working for people, that's fine. I'll keep it up there with the link instead then. Oh, so you can't actually see the link, but the link is there. Okay.
It's in white.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all good. Right. Yeah, they're mine. Yeah, they're nice emotes. Nice emotes. I followed you now anyway, so we'll have to have a check you out later on as well. Of course, I won't lose any of your stream links. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Well, if you can manage to do it like you said, like while you're working or driving or anything like that, then you know it's all good. You're in the you've got more entries into the giveaway than anybody else at this point. But there are like a few hundred people I think that have entered at this point. Still have to watch some replays because I missed things I wanted to dig into. Geez, you're watching every single minute and then you're watching replays as well. Any tips on how to make just enough gold to buy a token once a month, lol? I mean, that... herb mining 1 hour a day, 2 if you don't have the best setup. And you should be able to get 16k per hour. Yeah, so what Darkness is saying, actually, while I put you guys here, and I remember I'll release that video now. It's my herbing and mining video that I went back and rechecked it, and those were the numbers I got. I got 16k an hour. While I remember, because otherwise I'm not going to remember to release this video today if I don't do it now. Right. That's gone. That video is public, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one way. I mean, another way is to, of course, have some concentration characters. But that's going to take time for it to pay its gold back. Yardy Bolt, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Once again. It was there, just invisible. You just had to click it. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what we've just figured out, yeah. Yeah, I'm just behind on chat. So before I actually came on stream, I did have a sale for $250,000. I did do a couple of servers before I came on. So I have already made some gold today. I got almost 20 with herb and mining, let's say 18. Yeah, Darkness, when I did that test, as I say in that video, I did die a couple of times. I didn't do any fishing as well, any node fishing or anything like that. And I am not running particularly the best route either. and I got 16. And I'm not the best farmer as well as you guys have seen when I do it on stream. So I think 16 is a minimum number that people should be able to get if they have a decent enough setup. And basically the conclusion I come to in that video is that if people aren't getting that amount, then they're probably behind on their profession, if anything. Yo, how's it going? It's going good, thank you, Elon. How's it going your end? It'd be nice if we got some more sales today. I think the only concentration build that could possibly profit something at the moment would be enchanting for sure. Alchemy, but hard to set up. Inscription for sure. Blacksmith maybe, and engineering. I'm sort of leaning. Obviously, enchanting, yeah, number one for everybody. For number two, I'm sort of leaning towards inscription for the same reasons that I gave in the inscription video. When we when I re-looked at all the inscription, the consecration builds a couple of weeks ago, and that we now know that there is definitely a new contract coming for the new reputation, and even though it requires the current inks, it requires 25 of them. That's a lot of rank 3 resources to use, and it looks like the recipe's bought with art and acuity from reputation. So generally speaking, you could zerg the reputation, and then once you've unlocked the reputation, then you can then buy that recipe on all your alts to craft the contract. And it looks like it'll be a reasonably decent profit margin, and the sales rate will probably be good. It's not something that's going to last forever, but it's looking like a pretty reasonable concentration build going into the next patch. And the spec pivots quite easily, doesn't it, from being a contract spec to being a Vantis Rune spec when the contracts stop selling. Vantis Runes last longer, don't they? Don't know about dual crafting. Yeah, I mean, I found it to be okay when I went back and checked everything, but very average now, because it was so strong before. A lot of people have gone to it. But even with what concentration builds, even the profit margins like they are, you still don't need that much to get your monthly sub. Did somebody say in the last stream that they needed about 5 well set up enchanters to pay their subscription a month? Was that what someone said? Was it 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that? But it's not, it's not that much really. Hey Jeffy, where is your favourite place to farm? I don't farm very often, but when I do farm, it tends to be sort of more like nostalgia farms or AFK farms. So the AFK farm, you'll see me running it in a minute. Just any farm where you don't have to do anything, you just sit there and kill a mob like every 5 minutes. Or if I was to do an active farm, it'd be something like the BFA engineering mount, which you will probably also see me doing at some point in the stream. Hi mate, the Bountiful Seasons file is resourcefulness right now. Is it going to change the market for crafting? It just became mandatory for crafting. Not only for crafting, but for refining, for prospecting, for everything basically. You just need it for everything now. It's a huge amount of it's a huge amount of resourcefulness, and it does make a reasonably big difference. I recently started playing the expansion. Is it too late, for example, to go for concentration and enchanting route for some lazy gold making? It should be easy to catch up on knowledge for enchanting. Yeah, I mean, what the general gist that I've been getting, because I haven't set any concentration characters up recently, but a lot of people that have been hanging out in the stream, and they're saying that you can usually get the money back in sort of about 4 or 5 concentration cycles. That's 2 to 2.5 weeks if you are doing if you're doing a good setup. And if you do one that only uses a rank 4 rod instead of a rank 5 rod, that cuts the cost down quite a lot. Obviously, when you're making the Dark Moon decks, you're going to buy the cards and do them yourself and buy the cheap ones and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's not like it was before. Like when I started putting videos out and you could get your concentration, you could get the money you'd put into your concentration, everything you'd put to set it up, you get it back on your first set of concentration. It doesn't work like that anymore. Like I said, it does take a few weeks to pay for itself, but it is, at the moment, when demand is extremely low at the moment, really, but it's still paying for itself in a few weeks. And then it's all profit, obviously, from now till sort of the end of the expansion, really. Yeah, see, the ringing chants are nice, but it seems like rank 1 and rank 2 dust prices are nosediving. Hopefully alchemists will save the prices. The thing is, when you're a concentration crafter, what you want is you want a big difference between the rank 2 and the rank 3 prices, because that's how you make your profit. Or I say between the rank 2 and the rank 3. Basically, you want the rank 3 to be much higher cost than the other materials. Whether it's because the other materials are going down in price or because the rank 3 stuff's going up in price, it doesn't matter, because you don't have to use those rank 3 materials. It's just like better profit margins for you, basically. Although I imagine at this point in the expansion, there's probably not anybody that's actually probably crafting rank 3 enchants without using concentration at this point. Not too late at all. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just takes a little while to pay it back, basically. But it's all good. It's still good. It just, it's just not as good as it was before, where it's been absolutely crazy. Every once in a while, there will be actual profit from crafting rank 3 ring enchants without concentration. Yeah. And that just shows you how good it is to have the concentration builds then, doesn't it? Like if you're managing to craft without concentration, then what's it going to be like with the concentration? Alright, we sold something for 250k here. There you go. Call for your transmog. 250k. That's 500,000 we've made so far today. This is US auctions as well. Most definitely enchanting still goated. Yeah, it's where I imagine the majority of the player base has made most of their gold from this expansion. I cannot honestly bring myself to farm transmog. Yeah. I generally, I farmed it in very niche scenarios, but not like the transmog farms you've probably seen most YouTube videos where it's like, run this classic dungeon 100 times and put all the greens on the auction house. I don't find that to be a particularly effective strategy. But there are some sort of niche scenarios where it can work out. BlackRock Bulwark farming with 1 time still has a nice price. Yeah, I mean that thing sells for insane prices. It's not unusual to get 1 million gold for that. But it's nice having that when you're doing a farm, having that sort of real jackpot thing to be able to get. But overall, you've just got to average it on the amount of gold per hour you're getting from the whole farm. So if that's the only thing that can drop, because I don't know what else drops on that farm. It's a WOD farm, isn't it? Grab that. It's all well and good saying it takes 5 enchantments to get a token a month, but don't forget that you still have to recoup your costs, which for people who don't do it optimally could be 50k per 2. Also, hi Mr. K, how are you today? I'm good, thank you. How's it going? You never miss a stream either, do you? Yeah, I mean that's what we're saying originally. That's like the first thing we're saying. It takes about 4 to 5 cycles of concentration for you to get your gold back. And at that point, those setups are basically free, minus the amount of time it's taken you to set everything up, basically. And if you've done that with 5 characters, in sort of once they've paid for themselves after those sort of 4 or 5 cycles of concentration, then it's basically that's your game time paid for, isn't it? At that point. Right. Where's a decent spot for BlackRock Bulwark farming? I couldn't send a message because the dungeon's name near the slag mines. Yeah, it pops up with auto mod thing. It's fine. It should allow the name now because I've clicked it. Should be able to say it. Yeah, we can say it now. We can all say slag now. I thought it was the one that's in, is it Talador? There's a farm in the northeast of Talador, isn't there? An outdoor farm. I mean, I don't know the farm very well, it's just from when I've been watching Student, basically. And seen him running it. And obviously he's like the expert when it comes to that sort of stuff. But that's not my that's not how I like to do. I don't like farms that you have to do in groups. When I farm, I just want something that I can turn on and do it whenever I feel like doing it, and I can just do it solo. Which is why I don't think I've ever really done a video about sort of group farming. The appeal is probably that transmog are probably the most fun items to sell. Well, like, I make most of my gold from transmog, but I don't farm any of it, really. Okay, sorry, there's little bits I do farm, but I don't farm like other people farm. I farm in weird ways. But I think the problem most people have with farming the transmog is easy when you're doing that sort of transmog where you're just getting it from dungeons and you're getting loads of it. But then it's taking you hours to post it on the auction house. Like, especially if you're like, if you're posting it all on one side, you're posting it over. The problem is that a lot of that stuff, like the high value stuff, when I say high value, medium to high values, anything that's like 20k plus is worth going on the auction house. To me, anything below that, it's not worth listing, because it's not the amount of time it takes to put it on the auction house, because you hit the auction house throttle once you've posted like 100 items. It just slows down. You see here on all mine, I try and keep them below 100 items, because otherwise it just makes your posting time goes down to like posting one item every 5 seconds. And if the item you're posting is worth like 2k, it's just not worth the effort posting it. So the only time, if I was gonna sell, if someone told me that's the only way you can make gold is to sell transmog like that, I would do it like that, but I would have like 100 items on each server and sell it on multiple servers. You didn't hit that auction house throttle, and that way it might be worth doing, because it's so much quicker to list 100 items, log out, go to next server, log in, list another 100 items that you're not throttled on. Because I've heard people say, oh, I've listed 2,000 bits of transmog on my server, and it took me an hour and a half to do, and I can list all my auctions, like over 10,000 most bits of transmog, so like 5 times more stuff on 175 servers, and I can do it in less time because I don't hit the throttle. Oh god, I've got to change that on Stream Elements. That is so annoying. Freaking spelling mistakes on the chat bot. I hope you ate. Still here. Right. There we go. More technical issues sorted. Tried flipping PvP recipes across realm ago. Not going well. Why is it not going well? What's the issue you're having with that? Because I found it. I mean, you've seen it on the 0 to gold cap. You've seen how much success that I've had with it. Which sorts of recipes have you been picking up that you've not been able to sell? Nice. Hey K-Jack, for a 1-character build, would you suggest for tailoring? What would you suggest for tailoring enchanting? It's my only real option. Shuffles. If I was going for that setup, then that's probably what I'd go for. I would go with a tailor that can, basically the tailor that you see me using on stream, which is the one that can craft bolts and unravel. It can basically unravel, craft bolts. And then I'd go with a disenchanter, shatter, enchanting character, so that you can do the disenchanting and the shattering. You know, the shattering of the shards. And then, but obviously on top of that, you could also have the you could also have a concentration build with enchanting on top of that as well. But if you've got enough knowledge points, you should be able to do that without a problem. Hello there, Kay. It's been a while. Did you get a chance to play around with Full Mythology? No, my character's almost there. I'm probably about a week away, I think. It's just the Patreon catch up is just taking a little while. That's all. So no, I've not really. I know a lot of people are having a lot of success with it, but no, I've not had to play with that yet. And seeing as now that the bountiful season switched over, and now I have to play with every profession again to get some numbers again, it's yeah, not going. It's probably going to be a while before I get to play with it again. Play. That's fine. They're being undercut within minutes after posting. Been posting only on medium population servers. I think it'd have been a very good strat earlier on in the season. Don't get it. I don't get how. What is it? EU or US you're playing on? Because obviously I've had all my success on the US doing that challenge, so I don't really know what the market's like on the EU. US as well. Well, it's probably me that's undercutting you then. To be fair, I'm not going to be in the market for that much longer. As soon as that challenge is done, I won't be doing it anymore. And I'm at over 6 million now, so... And most of that has come from flipping recipes. Hey K-Chak, do you main EU or US? I've obviously got characters on every single server. If you to ask what I actually mained, I'd probably say I mained on the US at the moment, because that's where my crafters are. But I think I've still got slightly more gold on the EU at this point. Hey K-Chak, do you buy your transmog or do you farm it? I buy probably 95% of my transmog. All that there. Near enough. Tell you what, we'll have a look at when I've got one of these scans going. See what percentage of this stuff I've actually found myself when that's finished, when that scan's finished. Thanks, I'll run that build. It seems quite simple to upkeep. Yeah, the tailoring one in particular I think's really good. The enchanting one, obviously, if you got the disenchanting, you can do a disenchanting shuffle, that's fine. And if you've got the tailor, it means you can craft the... You can obviously do the Dark Moon deck disenchanting by buying the cards and making the deck yourself. But then for the other stuff, you can craft the you can sort of unravel the thread, craft the bolts, then craft the items to disenchant the other shuffles, and it makes the other shuffles more more profitable. It's not like, oh my god, this is amazing gold per hour, but it is basically, you just tell it to craft and it does it, and then you get gold from it. Morning K-Chak, morning Bez. How's it going today? What time is it? Like 9 o'clock for you there? How many points is needed for unraveling and crafting bolts? I will, once I finish listing these auctions, I'll go on to the tailoring character, because I need to go through anyway and quickly do the patron orders for today. So seeing as there's a couple of you, what's up? Billing came up. Only took like an hour. It's fine. That's good. At least it's working. It's all good. 7:15. Oh God, you're up at 7:15 on a Sunday. So when I do these Brutosaur giveaways, then if it's, let's say it's 3 o'clock here for me now. If I do it on a Saturday, say if I do it at 10 p.m. my time, which will be 7 hours from now, that's going to be what? 12 would be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you, wouldn't it? If I did it at 10 o'clock my time. I'm trying to think of a good time to do them when I know people from the US can be on at the same time. So if I do them at 10 p.m. my time, approximately, when I do the giveaway, then it gives a chance for everybody to be online, doesn't it? As long as I do it on like a Saturday or something. Been watching for 20 minutes or so, but finding out of bed, making coffee. Oh, that's the first thing I do. Out of bed coffee, can't function until that's until that's in my system. That's fine. That's good. Thanks for the heads up with the bountiful pot. Just bought 50 times on my crafters. Yeah, you've got this little window of opportunity. So obviously, like, we know that it switched over, but I don't think I've actually seen a YouTube video talking about it yet. So there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of crafters out there, probably the majority of crafters out there don't know it's flipped over and won't have the same crafting costs. They'll have higher crafting costs than you. So you do have, obviously over time, people are going to figure it out. But, what?
Did you get your joint chats open?
No, it's fine. But yeah, over time, for a while, you've got this opportunity where your crafting cost is probably lower than other people's. I have back pain, so it's rare I sleep in these days. Oh, that sucks, man. It's hard with your back as well, isn't it? Because you can't, like, it doesn't matter how you move about. It's always there. It's not like a knee or something where you can just put it up. I've successfully utilised my first ever flip across realms. It was a transmog item, bought for 500, sold for 15k. I'm happy because I just started fresh in the US. And yeah, when you start fresh, like 15k may as well be 150k, hadn't it? But congrats, man, and that's like welcome to my world sort of flip. If someone wins and then can't be online, then what'll happen? I'm basically going to give people like 24 hours to claim to. What I think I'll do is I'll do the draws. If people are online and in chat, then I will give them their prize then. If they are not online, what I'll probably do is I'll try to get hold of the person, I'll message them, etc. If I'll probably do a stream the following day, and if I've not been able to get hold of that person by then I'll probably have to redraw it then. But basically, you're going to have like 24 hours, even if you're not on the stream, to claim. Concentration and chanting today, huge profits. Morning, code maker. What is it in? Is it ringing chance? You're going to spread them out, though. Yeah, not all 5 at once. You can spread out for the EU, US, and Australia views. I think what I'm going to do, what has been this sort of idea I've been throwing about, is doing a 24-hour stream and doing a few other things as well in the process. Oh, thank you for the Prime. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm sorry you don't get the sound effects, but none of the sound effects stuff seems to be working. But thank you for that. We have audio now. So you got audio from that? Okay, so audio's working for something. Did you hear the audio for that?
I had you on mute, sorry.
You had me on mute. The wife has me on mute because she's watching somebody else's stream. It's like, what the hell?
I'm just lurking on yours. I'm moderating. What? It's got giveaways.
I know she's got giveaways. I know she's got giveaways. I was watching the stream earlier as well.
Yeah, but you don't care about
Jeez.
giveaways.
Well, I do, because she was giving away a collector's edition, wasn't she? That's not something I can buy with gold. Right. So the sound effects, guys, for the squirrel, was it too loud, too low? Seeing as I can't ask the wife, or was it just about right? And I've sold another $250,000 worth of transmog here. So this is all BFA stuff. Loud. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be loud. Let me turn it down. Bit loud, maybe. I'll take it down by about 20%, and then we'll see if I ever get another subscriber.
Okay, I've got volume on now, so I'll have you and the person I'm watching. So I've got 2 noises plus you talking next to me.
Okay.
I can multitask. Gotta hope that they don't have a song coming up at the same time.
Take it down. Take it down. It's taking it down by about a third.
It did. I can hear it.
Near what? Oh.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Co-Maker. That's one way to check it. Like maybe 20. I took about a third off it. Thank you, Co-Maker. That's cute sounds on the squirrel, yeah. I'm wondering why the other stuff's not working then. All very bizarre, but that's something else to sort out off stream anyway. That's fine. At least some of the audio's working. So anyway, yeah, we sold $250,000 there. So that's good. That's 750k we've made so far. So out of this stuff, all of this is bought, all of that's bought, all of that's bought, all of that's bought, all of that's bought. Nothing there is farmed. All of that is been bought off the auction house. On this one, there we go. I farmed these 2 items here. I farmed these, and on here I farmed that. Yeah, the uncommon items basically. And those. I didn't farm those two. Those were flips. So out of all those items, there's probably like 10 items that I found myself. You got to get your wife a second computer just to watch your stream with all that WoW gold. I tell you what, it'd be nice if I get myself a decent computer. People were laughing at my specs the other day when I showed them my what was going on.
No, what I need is a third monitor.
Third monitor. I could do with. I could do with a third monitor.
I'm playing and watching two different screens with listening to you.
Indeed, indeed.
Multitasking.
Do you have your coffee with or without milk? With milk. Takes too long to cool down otherwise. $7 p.m. your time will be 11 a.m. on the West Coast, US. Yeah, I think the way to do it is just to have a 24-hour stream, spread out the giveaways, and make sure that obviously, if people come in the stream, they may come in the stream and find out they've won it already. Like I said, people have 24 hours to claim, and if not, then I will just draw more winners the next day. And when I come back and do the second stream, I will just keep drawing until I get somebody that's in chat. Because I don't have time to... Normally, if I was doing a giveaway like that and it was that big, I would wait longer, but because there is a deadline on claiming the Brutosaur on the 6th, then I have to finish the giveaway on the 5th. It has to be given out that weekend, so... But I think giving people 24 hours is reasonable, especially when I've made the date of the draw known, so people can be there if they want, and if you know... See what happens, basically. Is music too loud, guys? Everyone said it was fine last time.
I think it's just this music.
Is it just this one? Sounds good to me.
It sounds alright. I'm still louder than it.
I'm still louder than it, but is that because I'm stupidly loud, or...? Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Yeah, and then if people, like, I'm not going to say, oh, if you're, like, I'm not going to be like some people and just like, if you're not there, then you can't get it sort of thing. Because it's just, when you've got people that are all around the world, you just can't do the draw like that. So we'll draw, like I said, do the draw, spread it out through the 24-hour stream, and people can pop in and see if they've won or not then, can't they? At any point. And I obviously will put it on the Discord as well.
At least you get the gold after, even if you don't get the Brutosaur.
Mm-hmm. So we'll get this done. These should almost be listed by now because we've been going for nearly an hour. get these done again, and then we can do some other bits. I could do with getting some numbers for inscription and blacksmithing today now that the stuff's switched over. How to post with just one click. It's just a TSM macro. So if you're using TSM, all I've done is, rather than have it on mouse wheel, I've just keybind it. And to do it on 2 at once, you've got your keybind for one of them. So that's the keybind one. And then I'm using the mouse over macro for the other. So you can do it on 2 at once if you've got multiple accounts. But I find this easier. Most people prefer to use the mouse wheel rolling. But I prefer it this way. Mostly because it's using my left hand. If you keep using your right hand over and over again, it just RTS and stuff like that, isn't it? RTS? RSI, isn't it? Yeah, it's just my personal personal way of doing things. What are you laughing about?
My other streamer just swearing.
Oh, your other stream, okay.
Yeah.
It's your other stream that's funny, is it? Okay.
But she's just swearing incessantly
Well,
while you're talking, and it's just funny the connection too.
loading just seems so slow today. It's fine. No sale. No sale. No sales at all. All ready to go. So that 24-hour stream will be less than 2 weeks away now, isn't it? 4th of January. So I'll probably do it. Do I do it the Friday night going into the Saturday? I think I'll probably start on a night time. I think it's easiest to do it that way. What would be a night time for me? I don't know, if you guys were doing a 24-hour stream, how would you do it? I think it's easier to do the nighttime bit at the start. Because I think if you get up in the morning and start it in the morning, then when you start getting tired, that's going to be the middle of the night for you, isn't it? Whereas the easy bit's the starting bit, isn't it? If you could do the overnight bit right at the start, where it's easy. Make sure you have a little nap before you start the stream. Yeah, I mean, I will be prepped. And do you know, if I do it like as a starting as like a nighttime, what would be a nighttime for me? As in like start at like 10 p.m. my time or something, 9 p.m. my time. That is literally what I would do if a WoW expansion came out. Yeah, well, we do it on every WoW expansion, don't we? Expansion comes out, and you start when the expansion comes out, and you do it basically from there, don't you? You do it all next day, and that's what you do to begin with. So it'd only be like what I do on an expansion release anyway. Are you going to have a big sleep before the night, or are you just going to set up to be tired for the whole time? No, I will adapt accordingly. Yeah. I'll just, like, just switch into a mini night shift pattern, don't you? Just for one night. It's... Like I said, done it loads of times for expansion releases and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be an issue. You say that it's now going to be like this, like 4 hours to go out, and I'm going to be fucking dying. But I'm going to give away... I've got some ideas on other stuff that we can do in a 24-hour stream as well to give away some other stuff. And we'll try and do that at the best times we can. So is Australia time's going to be like 12 hours from mine, isn't it? Roughly. What's it? Timing. So it's 2:30 in the morning in Sydney at the moment, so there's 11 hours difference. So it's really hard. It's really hard to catch EU, US, and Australia at the same time. West Australia is 8 hours ahead. East is 11. Oh, God. Looking as bad as the Americans with 17 time zones. But I imagine most people live on the East anyway, don't they? And good morning, Chaching, as well. Yeah, by far, yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, there's not a lot I can do. Like, obviously I want to catch the most number of people possible. And that is, unfortunately, sort of EU plus US. Obviously, we do the streams of 24-hour streams so everybody can take part, but a lot of the other little stuff, or the little stuff that we do on top of that, will probably have to be mostly when it works for EU and US. But we'll have to see, because I know there is quite a few of you guys from Australia. It's just awkward, isn't it, when we're all from different parts of the world. You can go down there. Right, that's fine, it's all good. I can't remember how much. Did I say I've made 250k before I came on stream, didn't I? And then I've had one 250k sale and one sets of free items that added up to 250k. So I've made about 750k so far. Which is fine, considering I'm only listing one region's auctions. If I get over 500k, I'm usually reasonably happy with that. When it works best for you is my suggestion. Hey, well, if I'm going to be here for 24 hours, then it'll work best for me at any time, won't it? Right, there is one question, Kate, if you don't mind, sir. Please explain this one. If I buy a transmog that says average sales value around 10k, buy it for 2k, where and how should I post it? Can I do 90k for an item which is a low average value? So people look at average sales rate, and it's not an accurate assessment of how much an item is worth. It is slightly more accurate than the sort of the TSM value, but it's still not entirely accurate, because if you're saying that you've basically told us there why the sales value is not accurate, because how much something actually sells for, you said you bought it for 2k and the average sales rate is 10k. So when you've done that purchase, you've pulled down the average sales figure because you've purchased well under that figure. So what that is telling you is that when there'll be people that are always buying things to flip, and they'll be paying well under that average number, which means that what people are actually paying for who are actually buying it is more than that number, if you get me. So like you said, you can post it for sort of like 90k, you can post it for, I mean, you can try and sell it for whatever you want. As far as what realm to post it on, the best realm, the absolutely best realm to post it on is a full population server where nobody else is listing it. But that's not going to happen most of the time. So you are basically just bouncing between having the highest population possible and having the lowest possible amount of people to compete against. So if you can't get on a full population server with no competition, then you might try it on a high population server with no competition. Then if you can't get on a high population server with no competition, then you might say, well, there's this full population server where there's only one person selling it, so I might sell it there. Or I might go down to a medium population server with no competition. Sort of. It's a bounce between, you want the highest population server, so you've got the most number of people you can sell it to, but you want the least amount of competition, so you've got more chance of selling it. At least the Aussies don't use the same 3-letter time zones like codes like EU, like the US often does. If you are here for 24 hours, then 24-hour stream. Yeah, literally I will. Well, I will take a few breaks, obviously, but generally speaking, I'll be mostly sat at this chair for 24 hours. But the giveaway will be on Twitch side, because everything's integrated with Twitch. You can't do any of this fancy stuff on YouTube. YouTube is just a very basic streaming platform. Where do you buy them from? Dead servers. You can usually pick up when you're flipping stuff. Sometimes it's dead servers. Sometimes it's full population servers. It's really random on where you pick up the cheap deals. And I know a lot of people on the US side are struggling at the moment because Oribus is not getting updated with a lot of the servers on the US side. And that's what obviously I used for a lot of my flipping. And therefore it ends up being what a lot of people use for theirs as well. But it just makes it annoying to try and find what servers you want to list your stuff on. If you can't see what the price is and how much you're selling for and all that sort of stuff. Oh god guys, it's not even 4 o'clock here and it's already starting to get dark. Didn't someone say on last stream that today's the shortest day of the year? Oh, we're nearly done. Nearly done.
Yes.
Oh, yesterday was it? Yeah, undermine being down is ruining me. Yeah, it is a pain in the arse if you rely on it. Now, I was relying on it a lot for the 0 to gold cap, but now I'm in a situation on there where I think if I sell everything I've got now, it's going to get me to gold cap. So I don't really want to buy anything now. I just want to sell and get that challenge finished, and then I can do whatever. I mean, that challenge should be finished probably by the middle of next month or something. But we've 4 million away. We're getting over 1 million gold a week from it at the moment. So hopefully then by middle of January that'll be done, and then I can wrap that up and think about what we'll do next, because we have some potentially crazy ideas. I can't help but notice, but I almost never sell high-value transmog to actual collectors. It's almost exclusively to flippers. How do you know it's to flippers? Are you just selling it cheap? Try and get rid of it? Because I don't think anybody's buying any of my stuff to flip it, because I just list stuff too expensive, I think, for anybody to really be able to flip my stuff. Yeah, but not normally transmog stuff. You can't really do that in transmog. The enter code's not working anymore, Joe. You have to click the link. We had to get rid of it. It was getting a little bit spammy in chat. Yeah, that link. It's actually working well. Slowly but surely, we're getting more and more things working. These last couple of servers always just feel like they take decades to get done. That one's done. Right, it's last servers. And then I said we'd look at the tailor, didn't I? We'll just quickly blitz through the patron orders because that didn't take long. Do you use Undermine Exchange for server price comparisons? Yes, basically. So you start empty. So you can just like come on here and then you can just, well, let's say recipe. I've gone on EU because we know US isn't working properly. So you just click on a recipe. So we'll click on this. And then you can sort by price. And you can see where the cheapest is. And you can see where the best place to sell is. So at the moment, I would say the best place to sell, Argent Dawn, for this particular recipe. So we could buy it for 1,500, which is not a particularly cheap price, and we could sell it on Argent Dawn, which is a high population server. There's only one other person posting it. It's for nearly 35,000 gold. There's obviously more expensive servers, but these are low population servers, whereas that's a high population one. Why are you not emptying your... It's fine. List. Holy tinderboxes are 3.4k on an A at the moment. Yeah, it's because of the ringing chance probably, isn't it? Yeah, people are just probably just a demand for those, probably, if anything. Do you need a VPN to be in EU and play on NA? Absolutely not. There's loads of people that play both ways. So we'll just... Let's through these. Patrons. And you. And you. And we need some more bolts. Which we just need some of that for. Fine. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to actually craft my bolts for once. That's my bolts. Flight 100. It's fine. Wow, the tree has survived the cap for how many days now? Oh, I know, it's great. All we have to do is put some concrete stabilizing stuff in the middle of it, and it just doesn't fall down anymore. She loves it. She's jumping about in it all day. Look, she's so tired out now. Probably can't see it, can you? She's just doing her thing again. She just likes dialing between the gaps in the sofa. Sold 400 tinderboxes for 300 gold last week. Now I'm at 300.
Touching lift, you've enjoyed her now.
300. No. No, look.
He's watching both of us.
Yes.
Like I am.
Yes, Cha-Ching's watching both streams.
She's going to be doing the giveaway soon. Or the Black edition.
Yeah, how come you're selling them at 300? That sounds ridiculously low. It's okay, Cha-Ching. You're only hanging about in the stream that I'm usually hanging about in anyway, so all good fun. Good luck on her giveaway. Probably 3,000. To be fair, you probably wouldn't be gutted if you'd sold them at 3,000 now, would you? Right, let's... So we was going to look at the cabling stuff, wasn't we? Yes, iPad on one and PC on the other. I mean, that works too. She's more interesting to listen to me to than me anyway. Well, she's definitely funnier anyway. I'm assuming mistyping a window. missing a 0 and someone had a nice purchase. Yeah, I mean, 300 does seem a bit of a crazy one, doesn't it? Right. We'll have that. It's a bit expensive for one knowledge point, but it's alchemy, so we have to do it really. I think I'm going to stop collecting my treasures even on my alchemists now. It's not so much of a problem anymore. We look. Like, you can max files, and you'll be able to max flasks soon. So he's going to have that maxed out. He's already got that maxed out and that maxed out, so he's going to be able to craft, basically, be able to do everything except this. Maxed. So I don't think we really need to spend an hour flying around trying to get treasures for a couple of talent points we don't particularly need anymore. Right, so from the tailoring side, like we were talking about earlier, you need these two maxed. You don't need these two, you just need these two. And you need these two maxed. And you need your bag, which is there. But if you're going to be doing the enchanting shuffles as well, the disenchanting shuffles, then you could also do with 20 points here as well. To get that resourcefulness when you're crafting armors and stuff like that. So you don't need this, and you don't need these two. Just those two, and those two really. And then that one as well if you're going to do your disenchanting shuffles, and that's it. And you need it. Resourcefulness tool and a multi-craft tool. Always. And switch as you need to when you're not unraveling. So your resourcefulness is going to be for when you're crafting armor or unraveling, and the multi-craft one is for when you're crafting bolts and stuff. That's fine, right? You can get on with that. You can look at what you want here. No ruby, you kidding me? No rubies. Well, that's easy. We can't argue with that. I love these ones, but it don't cost you anything. It's just like free gold. Could do with getting that ruby. That's 2 knowledge points. It's not going to cost me a lot for a ruby, is it?
Oh, shit.
What?
I misclicked.
Freaking rogue mod. He's going out silencing everybody.
Sorry.
I
was just trying to move the window.
Radiant ruby. Let's just grab one of those for now. Freaking hell. Give power to the wrong person. I don't know.
We're not putting windows open.
Goes on a freaking power trip.
Oh, darn.
It's because you're concentrating too much on the other stream. That's the problem. Tinder boxes were 300 for about, what, half a week when the Great Tinderbox Reckoning happened. Then they've slowly went back to 1k. And they've been rising slowly ever since. Yeah, I mean, if you invested well then, it would have been a very risky investment. And it's okay people saying stuff retrospectively, but you'd have done quite well, wouldn't you, really? And then again, those who were holding at that time have done very poorly, haven't they? Right, those two are done. This side. We will get that done. That's you done. If I get this one done. Oh, fucking hell, he's got like a million to do. Good thing my daughter streams late at night. I would have to choose which one to watch. Hey, you've got to choose your daughter over me or Bear, haven't you? Surely. Surely. Or would you just have 3 streams on the go then? $1,300G, not 300G, sorry. Yeah, but once again, though, it's a retrospective thing, isn't it? It's okay looking back at it and saying, "Oh, I should have done this, should have done that." But you don't know which way the market was going, did you? And it's just impossible to know for sure. Some of these up.
It's just a t-shirt.
Right. So this is what's going to be the Formatology character eventually. But it's such a crap crafter. It just burns through its concentration trying to do patron orders all the time. I can't remember how close we were to actually getting done with it. Didn't it? How can it work 1 minute and then not work? Oh god, it's just random, isn't it? It's very freaking weird. Right. So we've got 14. Oh no, we're not spent all this halfway. What's that on 22? So that can just nearly fill another one up. It's probably going to take slightly more than a week, especially if we can't be bothered to go and get the pressures and stuff like that, but we're almost there. And that guy. We can hopefully keep you on. You we will get rid of. Start bringing your accounts on now. Any idea how many tickets is a lot at this point? People with over 100. I think 100 is the cap. Yeah, there's 3,001. There's been 296 entrants and there's 3,100 tickets. So you're looking at about an average of 10 per person. But the cap is 100, I believe. I set the cap at. I don't think anybody's got anything close to that, because it was supposed to be some completely unrealistic goal that was only there in case anything really dodgy happened. Tinderboxes are used in Ring and Chance. It was clear as day that the price was going to go up at the patch. I bought 500 last Monday for 1,600 each. Are you using it to turn? Are you selling the Tinderboxes though, or are you using it for your Ring and Chance? Right. This character's sat on 100 Tinderboxes actually. Is it, might be worth selling these. I bought these cheap as well, just to do some test crafting. It's probably worth selling these while they're. I'll try selling them. Yeah, I think I got those for like basically hardly anything. No making chance. Yeah, I mean you get good. You get good margins on those then, won't you? Seeing as you've managed to pick everything up so cheap. That's fine. That's fine. We'll turn that off as well. Right, I wanted to. I didn't want that. What are we looking like for hides? Right, so if we say how many it takes 5 to 1, doesn't it? For when you're refining these. So if we pick up 500, that's 100 or there we go with. We want the 5,000, that's going to be 1,000 crafts, isn't it? Right. Holy crap. There's some knowledge there. I'll tell you what, let's just use up all this freaking knowledge as well while I've got it all here. Ring and Chance. Going for 4,700 at the moment, making dust from scratch myself, so good margin. Yeah, I bet. Is that you? Is that using concentration, or is that, like you said earlier, just doing a genuine, regular crafting with enchanting? All capped. That's not capped, but okay, we'll just max that out next. I don't freaking really use it, but it's done. That'll be next, and then I haven't really got. That's just all gear crafting, so the level work is pretty much done at this point. want to do, I want to get rid of the tunnel stuff. Rank 1 ones. That's fine, don't really care. And leather. So I just want to check what refining's like now. Tell you what, let's go through. Let's make this a bit easier. Probably not worth the 200 gold, but we have that, and then we're gonna refine. Where's the freaking potion? And go. Be curious to see how many of these we get. Well, I love that refining speed. It's crazy refining speed. Right, so we want to check out not just skinning refining, but herbalism and mining as well. To see what sort of benefits you get from this file. Now it's you can actually get resourcefulness from it. If anything, if it's even worth running. No. 60 plus concentration alts, not all doing things though. Yeah, like you said, you've just done a good like you've just done a good investment, and it's just really paying off, isn't it? And you know that's going to help, like I said, push those really profit margins up really high, or you know, high comparatively speaking anyway. Hey, is this 4 different accounts, 4 different PCs, or same PC but multiple accounts? Hey K-Check, Mr. Start today, what's up? No, we've listed all the auctions already. We made about 750k from that, I think. So that was an okay start. And now we're just playing around with some stuff. Now that this file of Bountiful Seasons is giving resourcefulness, just trying it out with some refining and stuff like that. What class for alts to do realm flipping? Monk for 2 times, roll and tiger lust. I don't have long boy. I mean, in that situation, it probably will be worth doing the monk. I don't mind the rogue just because it's got sprint. Do you have roll at level 10? The level you're going to be creating these at? Because you're not going to level up the characters, are you? Because they're just characters for basically just listing auctions and stuff, aren't they? They're not really going to do anything else. Right. K-check, I got 145 rank for it. Plus on refining 50,000 rank 2. Well, 50,000 should go into 10,000 normally, shouldn't it? Or do you mean like 500? into 145. I mean, we're going to have some skinning numbers in a second anyway. Gives you 5% resourcefulness. It's huge. Absolutely huge. 5%. It's a massive, massive difference. Massive difference to your crafting. This refining speed's absolutely crazy when it gets going. Right, so this this guy can try out some refining as well. We open up the we hop in on the EU account as well while we're at it. You do get it at 10. I mean, if you get all that stuff at level 10, then yeah, it's all the realm flipping stuff. It's so much more annoying if you haven't got the long boy mount. It really is, because it's just those little things that take just a little bit longer. It's just everything's just so much more annoying. Right, I said we weren't gonna. Said we probably weren't gonna farm this stream, didn't I? Right. So it's used exactly the right amount up. So we bought 5,000, so we should ended up with 1,000, and we got 1,012. So it's not giving us a massive increase, but it's giving us 12 more, which at 150 gold each is what, like 1,800 gold, and the file costs like 250 gold. So it's still a profit, and we've got 24 minutes left on the file as well, if we'd have been doing other stuff. Interesting. I wonder if the numbers are going to be set the same across sort of every. Well, that's what we're trying now, anyway, isn't it? We're trying the mining herbalism stuff now. You can sit down there for a bit. You can sit there. The other account. You can sit in there. I just witnessed crystals go from 320G down to 240G. People just undercutting. Interesting. Yeah, people are just freaking crazy. They're just undercutting madmen, aren't they? But if they were at 320, that does seem like they were quite high anyway. So maybe that's why people were panic selling. Right, let me just... It's just easier if I empty my bags. And then start from scratch when I'm buying stuff up. Rather than having freaking stuff all over the place. Any more stupid herbs? Get rid of that. This is not my best refining character. Because he doesn't have that deftness tool. Okay. Is that all the herbs and mining stuff gone? That is it, right. So yeah, I've got no deftness tools. Have I just pick one up quite easily? Probably not on this server. That's fine. Mining tool. Yeah, I've managed to pick those up quite cheap. Those, for God's sake, I've got more herbs out of my bag. Those cheap house ones will do for now. Just to speed the process along just a little bit. Annoying, I've just emptied all those herbs out. Like an idiot. So... that's done. Hello there, hello Yoppla Boom, how's it going? Welcome once again. That's fine, so we will quit both of those for now. That's fine, right, we have a look, see what stuff's sort of worth refining. $8, 24, 34. Bismuth sort of almost worth it. Not really going to be a profit, but I'm not aiming for a profit. I'm just after trying to get some numbers, really. As long as I break even, I'm not that bothered about it. Grab all that, see what we get from 10,000 ore then. See what my numbers say. Take that. Take that. I need a forge, are you fucking kidding me? Not a forge around here. Right, fine. Be down here, won't it? There we go. Instant bismuth. So he's got no expulsion stuff. Seems like high already isn't rank 3 usually 140G usually at 220G on NA. Yeah, sounds about right. But 320 was overpriced probably. So maybe it's someone trying to make the person that reset the price make them buy the stock or lose money. It's quite often happen. Is it someone that's definitely reset the price though, and not just someone that's bought a load of stock up? It's a weird thing to reset, really, isn't it? So mining, 2k, crafts, 10k, bismuth, and let's see what we do get from this. Right, this guy needs to make braces and he's a slow crafter. I'm doing well, enjoying the winter season. How about you? Yeah, doing well. We're just I've investigated some stuff yesterday and just investigating some more stuff obviously on the stream today. We're looking at the moment, we're just refining some stuff. You know, refining rank 2s to rank 3s. Using the new potion to see the new file, just to see if that actually having resourcefulness on the refining is useful or not, basically. I see, quite new to this, just thought it was an interesting dynamic on how quick it happened. Thought I'd capitalise by doing some Dark Moon decks disenchanted. I mean, if you see a price go crazy like that, it's not a bad idea, but a lot of the time, you will, by the time you've actually done the shuffle, you'll probably find the price has gone back to normal. So what does the reset mean? I mean, it could be anything. If we... So you look at crystals. So this is the US where it's all kicking off. And you can see it's up and down all the time. But like this here, this massive price increase here, there's barely a dip in the stock. Like this price increase here, there's barely a dip in the stock. So it's not like somebody's buying a load up and resetting them. Like here, the price goes up, but the amount of them available on the market's actually going up as well. So it's not like someone. It's like, yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, if you see the price that high, just try and sell if you've got them. But by the time you've done the shuffle, you'll probably find that price has probably gone by that point. Hello, my girl, how's it going? Your oil lovers here. You're an oil baron at this point, aren't you? How's it going, man? Lona from Discord, yeah, and on Patreon as well. I did notice, because you know when you pop up on Patreon, your name comes up on Patreon when you do it. So yeah, I did notice it was you as well. I've seen about 4% increase with Refine. Yeah, that's just why I'm getting some numbers. Seeing how much it's worth doing. And hopefully it's just one of these things that can just make us some more gold. Check my warehouse has got, you've got some crazy amount of stock. Like that's more than I have. But you must spend ages just posting all the auctions. Mostly thanks to you. No, not really, because like I might put a video out and give people ideas, but just because I do a video about something doesn't mean people apply it correctly, does it? It's on the person to use the information in the correct way. Will take years to sell, yeah. It does, but you've got an income now forever basically in WoW, haven't you? Oceanic servers are a complete nightmare. In what way? Right. Just... Do you mean like a nightmare undercutting? Or do you just mean like when you're posting there, it's taking you 10 hours to post everything because it's so freaking slow on there? No, the delay on posting. Yeah, it annoys me as well. It's it is like you said, it's very slow posting on the Oceanic servers. You'll occasionally see me on stream as well, just give up at some points. I'm just like, I can't be asked anymore because it's just taking ages just to post on this one server. Did someone say there was a teleport item you can buy from Maldapraxis? Teleport to like Theatre of Pain easily. I've not heard of that. I've not seen anyone say it in chat, but I can imagine it's a thing. $900 mil of what? Oh, 4.9 mil. Yeah. Big time whale. Right, if we... So what we've ended up with... $102. A. Oh no, 2027. Let's say I thought I was missing like 1,000. 1,000 all then. So it looks like the numbers you are getting are pretty identical. We're gonna have a look at some herbs. Thank God we can post with keybind on one account and scroll wheel on the other. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when I was told that tip, it just completely changed. Like my life when it came to posting. It's such a good tip. I have about 1.5 bill on posted dogs. How much are you making a day in sales? Any idea on how long the Bud will be in the shop? Still making my goal to buy. Yeah, 6th of January, as Truth said. Right, spears, lure drops. So if we buy, try 10,000 lure drop. I've got a feeling the numbers we are going to get are going to be the same as what we've got with the other refining. We probably don't need, actually. So, herbalism, 10k local. In hospital at the moment, haven't posted in a while. Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon, man. Don't freaking lose all your stuff in the mailbox. That would be freaking really, really sucky. Because I know a few people have done that before. I've had lots and lots of gold's worth of stuff and then lost it all. Because of, just leaving it in the mailbox and they couldn't get it out, or they forgot to get it out, something like that. Thanks, dude. It's bipolar disorder, so I won't get rid of it, unfortunately. Oh, no. It's just about managing, isn't it? Managing and helping you feel better. What, because of being there, or you mean you've had to go there 2 times? One, two, three, four. Right. Okay. Get on that. Into closed area where you're not allowed belts and stuff. You know the drill without saying too much. Yeah, not allowed anything. I can understand being hospitalised for mental health before, and it's not easy, especially as protected areas. Yeah. I imagine it's very difficult and challenging times. But you're not in that closed area anymore then, by the sounds of it. Hence why you can list and stuff now, hopefully. Are you using the file of bountiful season now while crafting? Yep, 100%. Why don't you buy a new account on your road to 10 million, by the way? Really, really, really good question. That is. So basically, it didn't seem a point in it because I knew I got to a point where all I had to do was basically sell all my stock. And then it would be done. So I thought there was no point in getting a second account because all I have to do is sell up and then I'm done. If I was going for 100 million, I would have gone for the second account, definitely. I might have been, if I was going for 100 million, I might have even gone for a third account because it'd have been worth it. Why only 10 million? Why not 100 million? Well, I might, once this is over, because it was supposed to just be replicating what I was doing before in the 0 to gold cap, to see if it was possible to do it mid-season, which it obviously is because I'm going to hit that target. But obviously now once this is over, I need to think about what I'm going to do instead. Something a bit more challenging, shall we say. Although nothing's set in stone yet. Merry Christmas, Mr. Billionaire. Merry Christmas. Thank you, thank you. In BFA, I bought 30 Bloodfest amounts for like 10k each. Now they're worth 100k and lost them all in my mail. Yeah, that sucks. We'll see in a bit. See in a bit, my girl. Yeah. 30 mounts, 10k each, lost in the mailbox, now they're 100k. Yeah, so you probably lost like 3 million gold there. It sucks. Sucks, for sure. But I've known people that have lost like 100 million in stock. From it. It's yeah, it sucks basically. Because it's so easy to forget about it if you just stop playing for a bit. The prices increased on cloth yesterday and I did the shuffle and bought for 320k. Got in return 450. It's not bad, but the shuffle takes a long time. I posted them before I've got off and sold overnight. Got like 8k bolts compared to allies. The good thing is it even takes a lot of time. You can post them all and they sell. Yeah. Yeah, stuff does take a lot of time. But it depends. It's not like you're having to actually actively do anything, is it? You just press a button and you just leave it and it earns you gold. Which in the current environment when people are, you know, just struggling to make gold, it's not a bad situation to be in, really. Found it. Scroller teleporter, theatre of pain, 10G. Do you need rep for that? Yeah, surely you need some rep for it. Right, I'm after it. Because it might be a useful one to carry. Is it possible to buy, sell, speculate on wild token prices? You can sort of do it, but it doesn't work. You need such a huge swing in the price of token prices that you're not realistically. The only one that's making money of people speculating on token prices is Blizzard normally. Right, get rid of some of this worthless stuff. Do you have multiple guilds on the posting characters? How do you handle storage of that amount of items? I have a guild on every single server, basically. So that's 175 guild banks, one for each server. And on top of that, I do have the odd spare guild bank as well. The only problem is when you have that much storage, you end up losing stuff quite easily. Right, did we get 2,036? Very similar numbers. Right, we'll do another test. Got 8 minutes left on the. 8 minutes left on the file. Spears. 15, 30, 75. Blessing Blossoms. Blessing Blossoms probably the best one. Although I bet this is freaking dead slow selling, isn't it? I might have to turn this into potions rather than... I don't know why I keep running back to the refining thing. I know I don't need it anymore. Right, so we've got 10k lesson bottom as well. I got one guild bank full of stuff to sell in about a week of flipping and feel like I needed a second one already. Flipping can scale up so quickly, it's crazy. Yeah, and the amount of gold scales crazy as well. Like you've seen in the 0 to gold cap where, you know, when people are struggling to make barely any gold, and I made 2 million gold profit one week. It's just, it's nuts. It's like at this point in the expansion, it's a really nice way to make some gold. I'm just sitting there. Why are you not resizing? Very odd. Better. Scrap, scrap, scrap. I bet when you came on today, you didn't expect me to be freaking scrapping exporting. The herb seems a bit better. Yeah, the number on the herbs was slightly better, but it might have just been one good batch. Which is why you always check things. Even though I did quite a large number of herbs, I will check quite a large number of herbs. I mean, it still looks like you need to do it with the file. Because you think getting 30 extra, 36 extra rank 2, rank 3 herbs. It's a lot of... that's like that. Like you only need like 2 rank 3 herbs extra, and that's going to pay for the file. And we got what, like 36. So it's definitely making, you know, it's definitely making more gold from doing it with a file, even taking the cost of the file into account. Expulsion. At least this add-on is just freaking insane compared to what we used to have for expulsion. Any gut feeling on this refining, if better with file or still need to calculate? I mean, it looked, like I said, it looks... it definitely looks better. But the skinning numbers was quite low. That was... Oh, it's because I only did 1,000 with skinning. And I got 12 extras. Yeah, so actually all the numbers are looking about the same. Depends on what we get on this batch here. I'm curious if all the numbers are exactly the same and I've just had some outliers, basically. Right, get rid of that. Just need to get loads of expulsion, basically, for crafting this mount. And then we can just farm it a bit more. I mean, it should really just level the character up, because it will just make everything so much easier with this farm. If you was here the other day, and this guy's it's fine. He's doing his job. But I don't know how we lived before we had mass salvage assist. It's just like, it just makes it so easy mode, doesn't it? Mr. Weevil. Still no drop. That's not a drop from today though, I don't think. Can't remember dropping it today so far. What expansion is that from? Because I stopped in Wrath of the Lich King and then started playing again in Dragonflight. This is from BFA. So you craft cloth bracers and you put them in this expulsion bin, which basically destroys them, which gives you basic materials back, but it has a chance to give you back somewhere. It has a chance to give you this expulsion basically, and this character can craft this, which is one of the mounts. And this stuff I can get off the auction house. The ore you just buy off the auction house. All this stuff here, well, this one you buy from a vendor, but the rest of the stuff you found from the dungeon. And the expulsion you have to do all this for. So basically all you really need to do is you need to do this little shuffle thing to get the expulsion, which basically doesn't really cost you anything. It just takes you a bit of time. And then farm the dungeon a bit, which we'll do in a sec. When we finish doing all this. And then you can just craft the mounts and sell the mounts. I want my freaking... Where's my... So that's basically it. It's just to get that one... Are you kidding me? It just disappeared. Just before I finished emptying. And then we looked on stream last time, and it's quite a... the mount's quite a good thing to sell. And like I said last time I was on stream as well, it's quite nostalgic for me, because that's what got me the original Brutosaur. A lot of it was doing this farm and just selling the mounts. So it sort of really got me started in gold making. But I mean, the hardest thing about this farm is probably setting it all up, because you need to have a decent BFA engineer to be able to do it. And especially if you skipped BFA and you don't have all the zones unlocked, then it's a lot of work to set it up. Cool, thanks for explaining. I'll show you the farm now, because I'm going to go and do it now anyway. We're just heading down to Motherlode down here. This is one of those things that you can do it whenever, and you can always sell them out for a profit. It's just obviously it needs a bit of farming. Just a minute before I start, let's check. So you got 2024 that time. So that last batch that we did with the herbs was just really abnormally high. So anyway, we're just selling all that stuff off. We only actually crafted all that stuff just to get some numbers. Are you kidding me? Rank 3 bismuth's down to 40G now. Undercutting by 4 gold on herb. Any more, so don't think there's any. Herb wise, is there anything that's worth doing still? Let's do 5,000 of these. See what we get from that. And refine you up. Fine, so if we do so we're just going to skip the whole dungeon basically. And actually craft one of these. Actually craft one of these for this dungeon. Didn't realise it was so close. So, did a few runs the other day, but didn't go too crazy with it. You basically just run into the last boss and just killing the last boss. But you won't normally do this with a warrior. You'd normally do it with a... ideally somebody that can drop aggro. And someone a bit faster than this warrior as well. Or at least with speed set or something. So we run down here, wait for the fire. Wait for the fire. Where's the fire? Sunday. There we go, there's the fire. Then we move up. Wait a couple more seconds. And then we should be able to run without getting teleported back. Like that. Perfect. Now the boss can be a bit awkward to kill. Because he's got a phase where you just can't damage him or anything like that. He's just completely invulnerable. Hopefully we can try and cheese past that phase. Like that. Boss dead. So we mount stuff and then we run out reset. That's it. That's all you need to do. Easy as that. Dang, missing my notifications. Oh no. Only just popped up like a lot. Oh hi. Oh, everyone's flooding in now. We go and craft one now. Let me I hate undercutters. Don't we all? I hate people who don't undercut properly. Like one copper undercut makes you the lowest price on auction house. Yeah, but it just encourages more people to. You don't even need to undercut. Even one copper, it just encourages people to go down even more. The mats only drop from the last boss in Motherlode. They can drop from some of the mobs, but I found the best way to do it is just kill the last boss, because you can do it so quickly. You can see there it's just taking me a few minutes. Run there, kill the boss, and yeah, run out, reset. Platinum ore, so we need 38 of that. 81 of this. That's not cheap. I know we've just come from this way, but
What? Talk to me.
and craft away. And that's one mount. How much does the mount sell for? So if we... So it obviously varies a lot. Once again, it's not one of those things where selling it across server is going to benefit you a lot. We can see on some servers it's only like 80k. But there's a lot of high population servers where it's about 100k. Like you guys can see a lot of high populations in there. Or even like the likes of Area 52 and Illidan on the US, it's like 85k plus. Now one of the materials that goes into it does cost 30,000 gold, so it's not like you're getting all that profit, but most of it's profit. Like besides that 30,000 gold, it hardly costs any materials besides that. It's just stuff that you farm. EU wise, it's not quite as good usually. Like very cheaper servers at like 60 to 70k. But still, you can make some good money on it, even on the EU. The pain in the ass of it, the hard bit has always been just setting up the farm. Because you need to have your Heart of Azeroth, and you need to have maxed out Zandalari engineering or Cortarian engineering, whichever, and you need the goggles and stuff as well. It's a bit annoying to set up, but once it's set up, it works well enough. Right. I'll get this sold off. Where's that gone? It's fine. The numbers on refining, it definitely looks like it's worth refining. With refining up to rank 3 and using the bountiful pile definitely seems the like the way to do it, basically, at the moment. I want to double check on skinning though, because that skinning number was really low, and I want to see if that was a one-off as well. Like we've got a really high herbalism one. So I'm just running it on normal. Don't need to run it on heroic for this, just normal does fine. Did I reset? I can't remember if I reset it or not. Any insights to why the auction house is first in, last out? Is it to prevent people keep dropping prices or something, which happens anyway? I mean, God knows why it is how it is. Like, but there's no. I don't think, however they do it, there is no easy way that solves all the problems, despite what a lot of people might think. It's not simple solutions. Right, we've got 1304, 13190. So we just want to get rid of some of these pigments. We're just basically just storing them on the auction house for a bit, basically. So if we get rid of you, and we get rid of you, and I should have 10,000 of each left now. It's fine. Give me some freaking water. Probably don't need 50,000, but that should do. Right, so we're going to craft 1,000 inks. Get at it. 1,000 inks, and see how many of those we get with a new bountiful file. Happen anything interesting? Not really. I've just been checking out some refining, doing a bit of farming, trying to see basically if refining is actually worth it. 4, 5. So I want to do some more refining, but there's nothing that comes close to being a profit. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15s. Could do some of these. But that average buy price is going to be 46, which means I need to sell it at nearly 200, so it's going to be a loss. How much was it? I'll lose like 50k gold if I do that. So I'm not going to bother checking out the rest of the skinning refining yet. It's just going to lose me gold, basically. File is also good with Formatology. I bet it's especially good with Formatology. Did I gift you 400 subs? Have you got paid from Twitch yet? No, they won't pay out till probably end of January, I think. I mean, it takes 70% cut on big gift sub super triggering. I think it's just 50%. I'm sure it is. But I don't know because I've never actually been paid from Twitch before. You have to get a donate button. Yeah, it's on the to-do list. I've got so much stuff to do with the Twitch in particular. There's so much stuff that I need to get working properly because the start of every stream, I'm trying to get more and more things working on it, and some of it works and some of it doesn't. We've got the pop-up chat box now, at least, anyway. Do you craft the ATV mount with Expulsion 2? No, because I've never got the pattern to drop. Do you think the speed sets in the Dwarven will cost more next expansion? I know they sell between... I wouldn't be... It's not something I would be gambling on going up in price, for sure. Hi, man. Just saw you alive and just came to say hello. Good to have you here, Damien. Thanks for popping by. Are there still weekly quests for obtaining knowledge points? I played in Dragonflight and just now getting into the Warvian, but lost with leveling up professions. Yeah, if you watch a video on like weekly knowledge points, there's like a few different sources that you can get from it. I gave 2,000 subs to Trill. Who's that? I don't know if I know that. It's another WoW guy in it, but I've not seen him before. Just followed him anyway. Norwegian PvP streamer, very wholesome guy. Well, I've just followed him now, so I can give him. Does he speak English? Is he speaking English on his streams? If he's speaking something I don't understand because I'm English, don't I? And I'm freaking useless. Seriously, get a donate button. Yes, yes. Along with getting my sound effects working and thingy. Speaks English, yeah. Some Norwegian from time to time. Oh, that's okay. It's okay if it's just a little bit, isn't it? If you don't know what's being said for a little bit, you don't mind that. All Norwegians speak good English, me included. Yeah. You probably speak, and more importantly, you probably write better English than most English people, I've tended to find. Yeah. 2 seconds, Newlander. Right. Newlander, that's a weekly quest video, a weekly knowledge farm video, basically. Talk on Discord sometime. Yeah, we can do if you want. As long as it's English, of course. I just make enough gold to pay for time, game expansions, etc. This is my hobby instead of knitting and sewing, lol. I've been playing WoW since the beginning. Totally enjoy listening to others, how they enjoy playing the game, etc. Yeah, everyone plays in their own way, don't they? I can teach you crypto. Well, that would be very interesting for me. Be able to use some of this stuff in real life as well, for sure. For making plastics and files, is multicraft or resourcefulness tool better? Multicraft, 100%. Same with anything. If multicraft works, then multicraft is BIS. Earn and spend 50k US dollars in the past week. Yeah. Teach us crypto so we can give subs to K-Check as well. Yeah. Just a little bit about me now. Hold for the moon. Wasn't that the safe moon phrase? Feels very good giving money away. Hey, if you're making 50,000 a week and it makes you happy, then you know it's whatever makes you happy, isn't it? Gave $500 to a Twitch chatter in need. I've got a feeling a lot of people in chat are about to become in need. Retired grandma, cha-ching. Bless you. Yeah. Crypto is just a fancy gambling. Better block your DMs for a bit, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anytime, Bridget. I don't need dollars, but I take any gold you have. Oh, well. Sounds like he's doing quite well with gold as well. He's got more stock than I have, at least. I have $50 in my bank account now. Well, I think that rather than gifting any more, then you need to stockpile in the bank account a little bit, don't you? Like, it sounds like you've been more than generous enough to everybody, haven't you? We'll get a fat paycheck on Monday, though, okay? I wish my job paid like yours. Fire, fire. 1, 2, 3. Go. Yeah, you'll have to... I'm intrigued about how you do it, at least. I love that you are a nurse. Well, it's something a bit different, isn't it? It must be a great one seeing cool people. Well, yeah. I didn't used to be. You just sort of learn it from doing stuff for so long, don't you? Easy farm. Easy farm. Well, yeah, not probably the easiest job in the world. At times. Well, I would be curious on what you're holding in all your stock in WoW as well. What you're selling most of the time. That's it, that's the whole farm. In, out, kill, in, out, kill. Why are you bothering with the ray gun on just one character, by the way? It's because it's the 0 to gold cap account, and I was just wanting something I could do AFK on it. It's not a good gold per hour at all. But because I'm on so many servers on the 0 to gold cap, I can sell them across servers still. It's just something a little bit extra without having to, you know, mess about setting up a crafter and stuff like that. But if I was normally after this particular item and I was farming it like this, I'd normally do it on 5 accounts in 5 separate phases, and each time one spawned, invite them all over basically, and just skip like that. Just move there slightly. Escape that, yeah. Isn't crafting better on one account? Yeah, if I used that for crafting instead, that account slot, then I would earn more gold than running the ray gun toy. 100% correct. But I don't have a crafter on the 0 to gold cap. All I have is a disenchanter. And obviously disenchanting is something you need to do actively, so I can't do it while I'm doing a lot of other stuff. So that's why I run that AFK farm a lot of the time, because I don't really have to do anything with it, and it's just chipping away at that sort of at the 0 to gold cap a little bit while I'm doing other stuff. Right, we're gonna Zerg down. So when he goes up with the Gatling gun, he can't go into his second phase. So you have to don't take him below 50% until he goes to the Gatling gun, and then you've got to Zerg him down really quick. Like that, exactly. And ideally you can loot him. And run away. And that's it. Easy. And obviously you could just farm this over and over and over again and just sell it on like a gazillion different servers. I'm always dead paranoid that I forget to reset. It doesn't take long. You can run it 10 times in like 25-30 minutes. And it takes, I think it takes, I'm going from memory, I think it takes just over 10 runs to be able to get a mount on average. So 10 runs plus the 30 gold, 30k gold, maybe 32,000 gold in materials, something like that. 33,000 in materials. The ray gun is like 19k on NA, right? Yeah, it's something like that. I have had some low sales, but I have had some higher than that as well. But when I was right at the start, of the 0 to gold cap, when I really didn't have much gold, it really did help out having the gold then. It's not so much of an issue now because I know I'm going to hit the gold cap anyway. I just need to wait for stuff to sell. Think about it's about 9k on the EU. Yeah, it's not for you, definitely not worth doing. For most people, it's probably not worth doing because, like you said, if people are going to be in a situation whereby you want to do some AFK, you're better off just crafting something. Like doing a crafting shuffle or something like that. It'll be much better gold per hour. Oh, I've got battle shout for all that. Let's try not to. Oh, Gatling gun, crap it. I was slow. Really slow starting off DPS then. I was lucky I still got the kill then. Missed about a quarter of the Gatling gun cast. Messing around. Right, you still got the file up. Why do you play on the NA now? You have the most gold on the NA now. I think I've probably still got slightly more gold on the EU. I'm not 100% sure. But it's much closer either way. But I just carry on playing on NA because that's basically where everything's set up now. More than anything, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Is profession still worth it with minimal effort? I mean, if like you set up the very, very basic enchanting build, but with the amount of stock and stuff that you've got, for you, I don't say it's worth it. It's like I don't do a lot of my concentration stuff now because it's not worth it. Like I did it right at the start when you was making 100,000 gold. Like, you know, every time you use your concentration, then it was worth it. But for me now, it's not worth it. And it's the same for you. It's probably just not worth the effort to put in those characters. You're going to be better off spending your time generally picking up more stock. Because it's like on the 0 to gold cap, I don't even bother with professions now. Because you just make so much gold from flipping, it's just not worth it. And you're in that same sort of situation, aren't you? Whereby oh, we'll see in a bit. How many accounts is that? LOL 700 is crazy. I think you can get 65 on an account. So that would be at least 11 accounts, which is what I have. So I could have 700. But I can't even be bothered. I can't even be bothered. This character that's level 8, that's level 70, that's doing this farm, I couldn't even be bothered to level this one up to 80 to make this farm easier. Is there a way of how I can restock from bank things I don't have posted on the auction house? If you're talking like items, you can do a restock thing from TSM warehousing. You made more gold by doing 2-star crafts or some 1-star than concentration ones, enchanting the site. I mean, yeah. If you're talking about doing actual crafting and stuff like that. I don't do any rank 3 crafting anymore, really. Right. Do with another 10k herbs. And refining these as well. It's fine. I'm not going to pick up anything I don't want to pick up. Where's my... Get on with refining those. Oh no, you freaking muppet. You idiots. Crafting inks with a resourcefulness tool. What an idiot. Right, well those numbers can go out the window because they're going to be miles out. Currently sitting on with 43 million in liquid gold, made most of it through Shadowlands and Dragonflight with boosting. Is that boosting in Shadowlands as well? Or is that like legendaries and stuff in Shadowlands? Because that's a crazy amount of gold to make from boosting in 2 expansions, isn't it? Right, I'm just pulling every fucking thing in the world out of here. Every single thing. You don't wait till you get the flames on you. Move there. Right, now go. You just get pulled all the way back to the boss. And you lose loads of time. It's fine, ninja past those. I've been boosting since Shadowlands Season 1. But 42 million from boosting is freaking insane. Even if it has been since the start of Dragonflight, start of Shadowlands. 42 million from 2 expansions of boosting. It's gone up to Gatling Gun. Go, go, go. I think once you get into below like 20% life, it maybe doesn't go up then. Right, and then that's it. Easiest farm in the world. What is the add-on for time remaining for crafts? I did find one, but was bad. It's the thingy one, mass salvage assist, basically. Right. Do you sell all stuff from one toon, or do you sell it from the toon that makes it? Well, I sell it on one of my auction house characters. I don't tend to sell it on the character that makes it, because that character tends to be doing other stuff. Beginning of each season is most profitable, selling portals for 100k per booster adds up quickly. I'm curious, Newlander, are you, like some people were saying in previous streams, that boosting now for for gold making is pretty dead at this point. And are you finding that it's pretty crappy at the moment? Yeah, Cone, this mass salvage assist, it doesn't just tell you remaining time, it's the one that lets it so you can just like refine, or you can unravel or whatever all the way as well without having to mess around with stacks and stuff. It's freaking amazing add-on. Hi, first of all, thank you for the latest Crackle 4 video. Made a 300k with it. That's fantastic. Spot on. I am farming for mount at the moment, or mount parts, basically. For the engineering mount from BFA. And I'm doing some crafting and stuff as well, but I'm messing that up big time. So we can oh, that was perfect. That timed perfect. This one should be an easy kill. Yeah, it's going down. Hello. There we go. Yeah, it's good to hear more people made some gold off the Crackle Raw thing anyway. There was actually a much better farm spot than the one that I talk about in the video. An infinitely better farming spot. But we only really talked about it on stream. Like the other farming spot, you could get like 3 or 4 times more mobs basically. But it didn't really warrant me putting another video out. Just because we found a better farming spot. I mean, people got the idea, get the pet, sell the pet and make lots of gold, didn't they? Good afternoon, Kay. Been lurking for a little bit, but just really tuning in, having a good weekend. Yeah, good, thank you. How's it going for you, Rick? Current pricing for a Mythic Plus 10 is 120k, yields 30k per booster. Are you back, Newlander, with the ads over? Problem is, at this point, there will be more people advertising Boost than people wanting them, never mind people selling Boost. We're able to afford them now. I think, Mr. K, you are rather overestimate how much attention the average player pays to their surroundings. Yes, but yeah, I was just saying that 30k for a plus 10, just like from someone boosting a plus 10 to get 30k gold from it, it just seems like really crappy, really, doesn't it? For the skill and stuff that you need to boost to like 4 mana plus 10 to get 30k gold from it, it's just like, yeah. But I guess that's what happens when everyone's geared and no one needs the runs and stuff as much. Complete new player, 1 month. WoW now, but got experience for Cabal Online. Oh, do you think you're staying? How are you finding WoW then as a new player? Let's come from a different sort of game. I'm going to run Mythic Plus each week anyways. Might as well bring someone along to get paid. Actually, yeah, I suppose if you're running it to get your vaults, then you may... Yeah, 100%. I get that. I didn't even think of it that way. Yeah, if you're doing it for your vaults, then yeah, like you said, it's... I bet having the carry is probably better than some of the players you get anyway in pickup groups, isn't it? Right, we've got 1,000 inks. Right, we'll get rid of that. And we get rid of the 83. Right. That should leave me with exactly 1,000, yes. And now what we do is we do this pro tip, guys. You put a multi-craft tool on. These are cheaper to craft. Generally, people that do it regularly can do it with their eyes closed, but it isn't 30k per booster because there's usually advertisers cut, community cut, since the most boosting is done through Discord communities. Yeah, 100%. I did at one point think about like investigating as to how putting together one of these communities would work, because it seemed like a good way to make a lot of gold. Week 1 to week 300k per run is much more profitable. Yeah, it's the same with everything at the start of the season, isn't it? Like start the expansion when like you're crafting for millions of gold and you're getting 100k per run, and you're making millions of gold every week as well, potentially. But I imagine boosting is probably better in the later seasons than it is in the first season. And I don't mean as like you'll obviously make more money in the first season when the first raid comes out, but compared to professions that get slightly better when the new season comes, like the amount you get from boosting, I imagine is much more in comparison to professions in later seasons. I'm completely overwhelmed. It took me 4 weeks to understand the game. Hey, I've been playing for 20 years and I still mess everything up. We've just seen that a minute ago. My freaking crafting. How do you find people that look for boosters? Like guys said, it's all done through Discord communities. And you have the advertisers that get a cut, so they're basically just spamming in trade chat. And then you have the guys that do the runs, and then you have the admin people on the Discord, and everyone gets a cut. Is this mount farm to make money? Or yeah, basically. It's more of a chill out farm for me, just because it's so nostalgic. It doesn't really in my terms, it doesn't really make a lot of gold, but for most people, it's a pretty good farm. Like, I could go and spend my time flipping, and I could make 10 times more gold an hour than I could get from doing this. But it's not always about what makes you the most gold. Is that why no matter the realm, just spam message is always the same, just translated? Yeah. It'll be the same people spamming the same message, won't it? Just trying to get a response. And then as soon as they I mean they'll just sort it all out if you don't. Have you done a boost before? I've occasionally done them in the past. It's generally quite well organised. I don't know if I'm going to get this. I should have maybe waited for the next cast because he's going down. Oh, next. Let's get the execute off. Yeah, easy. I'll loot him, for God's sake. Did a lot in Shadowlands and Dragonflight. How are you finding this expansion then compared to previous expansions for the amount of runs you're actually doing? I'm curious if more people are paying for boosts because of how, you know, difficult things have been this season. I've done nothing but professions this expansion, but seems to be the same as ever. Oh, you're not... I suppose it's much more chilled out doing the professions, isn't it? You don't really have to think about what you're doing or anything, do you? I haven't even done a heroic dungeon ever. Ever. Group content was way too stressed, so I just found more fun in Gold. See, I liked doing Mythic Plus and stuff, but I liked doing Mythic Plus and stuff with a group of people I know. And it's not even about the success rate as such. Obviously, it helps being in a group of people you know, but it's just like, it's just so crappy. Like, if you're in a group you know, at least you know, generally speaking, that dungeon's going to get finished, because it just really sucks to spend all that time doing a dungeon and like people just leave. Or people just start getting shitty and stuff like that. So yeah, I did hug Mythic Plus for a while. Probably mostly in BFA, maybe a little bit in Shadowlands, but I'd never do it now. I'd never go back to pugging. If I had a group, then I might still do it, but I'd never go back to pugging. What are you doing right now? Trying to understand. In the top left, I'm doing an AFK farm. In the top right, I'm doing a mount farm. In the bottom left, I'm crafting. In the bottom right, I'm being really lazy. I haven't even got fourth account open at the moment. which is really unlike me. But I probably am going to go and get some food soon. Not. This was like a bonus stream anyway. I don't usually stream on a Sunday. But seeing as I'm not going to be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday at least, you know, it felt like I better do one, or a little bit of one. Oh crap, that was the wrong time to do that. Execute rampage. Easy. How do you open multiple WoW applications? I have multiple accounts. You can have as many WoW accounts and subscriptions as you want. I have 11 at the moment. It's always people who either need the help getting in, or people with lots of gold who can't be asked queuing. Generally, you get much more income from if you're part of a 4-man pre-made, because team takes get priority. Well, I imagine it's easier for the management team as well, isn't it, to put it together? Like, if rather than trying to find individual people, if they know you've got a pre-made of 4, it's just easier for them, isn't it? I pugged a 0.5% title for Mythic Plus in Shadowlands Season 3. It was a complete nightmare, never doing that again. Yeah. It's just not the same, is it? If you're not doing it with, you know, people that you know and people that you can talk to and stuff like that. I started just 2 months ago, couldn't bring over any friend because they don't want to bother with a subscription. Had to play solo and honestly haven't seen such toxicity in a game, even in other mainstream games. I just had a shock experience inside. I'm not playing to feel like shit and found what I enjoy more. Yeah, I mean, definitely, there's definitely a lot of shitty people out there. But I haven't particularly found it to be any worse than any other game. I find that there's a lot of shitty people in a lot of games. It's just because it's the internet and people can, you know, get away with it. They say things that they would never say to your face in real life. Basically. But yeah, I do get it. I do get why you want to. If you've found what you enjoy in the game, then that's what to do. That's what to do, isn't it? See more and more people coming away from. Like, if you go and watch other streamers, there's so many streamers now that don't raid, don't do dungeons. They're just out collecting stuff, like mount collecting or transmog collecting or all that sort of stuff. It's just becoming more and more common now. And less people are doing the mainstream stuff in the game. I've enjoyed the stream. You and your family have a wonderful Christmas. Cheers. Thank you, Chaching. You too. Have a nice Christmas. Yeah, it's for sure. It's usually safer, better team won't mess it up too. Yeah. I mean, I mean, everything's just better with a team, isn't it? It's just. But for me, it's just the environment. Even if the success rate was exactly the same, being with a team would make the difference to me. Oh, we're not. This is what happens when you mess it up. I can see the thing swung over here. This is what happens when you don't pay enough attention to what you're doing. Yeah. This is why you have to zerg him down properly. I used Bladestone right before he went into his Gatling gun. So I lost like so much DPS time because of it. Fine. It only takes like an extra minute, but it's just obviously if you're farming a lot, then over find fucking boss in there. Where the hell is the boss? It's in there somewhere. There he is. Look on the sidebar. All good? All good. Yeah, that's a common issue with the internet, social. Yeah. People are very brave and quite willing to send messages saying stuff, but they'd never say it to your face. Right, I forgot. So we've got all the stuff actually to craft another mount. Already. Don't know why, but on WoW I had the impression you don't get a chance of being a new player. They expect you to understand stuff straight away. It depends, like, if you're just going into a random Mythic Plus or something like that, then some people will definitely be like that. But if you find communities that are, you know, more accepting and more willing to teach and stuff like that, then, you know, there are nice places out there. But there is a lot of toxic people out there as well. I've been kicked from time walking dungeons while leveling because I'm a noob. Apparently, that was said. Yeah. Well, that's freaking ridiculous for a freaking time walking dungeon, but that's what people are like. But I've not found it, like I said, I've not found it particularly different on any other online games that I've played either. Then I discovered I couldn't even join queue again because it locked me out. Because I went, well, yeah, I don't like. That feels like a flaw in the system where people can vote to kick you, and they can be like a pre-made group of 4 friends, and they can kick you, and then you get a timer, and they can kick you for any reason they choose fit. So yeah, that's not a. That's on Blizzard, that. Having a system like that. I'll have that. We'll have another 100 for that. get off this budget mount. Don't know, usually other games have a safer space for new players to learn away from the experienced ones. Okay. I mean, I've not seen anything like that before, but generally speaking, it'd be nice if some games actually had something where you punish people just for being cock. Generally. I think it's also to do with WoW itself. You can easily play it and learn your stuff without watching YouTube videos, reading WoW, etc., or having add-ons and weak orders. Yeah, and like especially in a time walking dungeon or something like that, it's like, why would anyone be kicking anyone from a time walking dungeon? It's just. Tinderbox suddenly you just went from 2k, 2.8k, making enchant radiant power from 3 to 4k to 8k to crazy markets. Yeah. But I'm sure it's probably just the ring enchants that's the reason for it. Just a lot of people getting ring enchants. Oh crap! Yeah, I forget. This is a it's a unique item. You can only have one. I need to go and dump this in the bank. That is not the bank. It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. In there somewhere. Where's that fucking out? It's fine, right, should be able to. Can I use that to craft it? I can't remember if it's in the Warband Bank. It's so freaking annoying that the Warband Bank can't have unique stuff in it. Like such a big flaw in the bank they've put together, so you have to use. You have to put one of those down there. So yeah, profit like 35,000 gold going to crafts in per craft. Which you're not going to get too much that's selling at that sort of crafting at that sort of profit margins. What you are describing is what the rating system is supposed to encourage and the key level system. About the only reason I see the kicks is raging in chat or straight up AFK for long period. I mean, that's why I don't get why people are getting kicked in time walking dungeons. Because it's not like a +10 or something, is it? Like you shouldn't ever have to kick people from time walking. Instead, like you said, unless it's completely, unless they're like completely AFK or something. That's still up, yeah. fine, that's good. Engineering is so disappointing in a war win. Why did they? It does like that. Well, there's still ways to make gold with it. The part crafting and stuff like that's not bad at all. And the bombs I've not really looked into that much. I just briefly tried it out. But I don't think it's been that bad. But it would be nice if we get like a proper crafted mount. Rather than the sort of RNG stuff that we've got currently. Right, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there because I need to go and eat. I'm absolutely starving. I know this one is a little bit shorter than usual. But it was sort of a bonus one. I will do another one tomorrow. But I don't know, and that will probably be the last one till after Christmas. So if you guys can't come tomorrow, then all of you have a nice Christmas. I hope you all get the all the Path of Exile 2s that you want. And I shall see you then. There's nobody on Twitch I'm actually that bothered about watching. So I don't think I'm going to bother switching over to anybody. I think we'll just end it there. Right, thanks guys for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully see you tomorrow.